Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Hey, it's Grey Man here again. It's Wednesday. It's time for me to count some more comics. And it's exciting stuff because we've got the very last pile on the shelves. We've done all these shelves here. All these along here. I've got this, all that done. Yeah, this pile here. And then the shelves are cleared and it's all short boxes and long boxes from then on. So, I don't know, probably another, I don't know how many I've got in total of those. I did write it down in my blog. Probably at least 20. Combined long and short boxes, possibly more. Anyway, let's get on with this pile, see what's in there. Okay, so let's see what we've got in this pile then. Starting off, we've got some Batgirl. Cassandra Cain by the looks of it. Her face is now revealed, the bottom part of her face. She used to have a face mask sewn up, didn't she? Like that bit was covered up with another piece of material, but she seems to I've opened it up there. Maybe she's more open, less, you know, less secretive maybe, I'm not too sure. But then I'm not sure how long she carries on as Batgirl, because here, or even if that is her, I'm sure it is her. I'm not too sure though, because then we've got a different Batgirl. So maybe, it says there, meet the new Batgirl, so maybe, yeah, maybe that's what it was. So this has got to be Spoiler, isn't it? Who was Spoiler, who is Stephanie Brown. I kept thinking of her name was Cassandra as well as the blinking other Batgirl. I knew it wasn't, but for some reason I couldn't remember Stephanie Brown. Battle for the Cave, guest starring Batman and Robin. That's got to be Bruce Wayne Robin, hasn't it? Yeah, because he's short. It's not Tim Drake Robin, because he was romantically entangled with Stephanie Brown, wasn't he? Spoiler, there he is, Red Robin now. Red Robin. So Spoiler and Robin have moved up to become Batgirl and Red Robin. Not too sure what was going on this time with Cassandra Batgirl. Dawn of the Technically Dead. Plague of the Techno Zombies. These are from 2010, these ones. So this must be leading up towards the new 52. So that must mean that slowly, I think it's 2011, it goes over to the 52, doesn't it? Maniacal Mudslinging. Yeah, that blinking Clayface has got to be a right hard villain to fight if you haven't got the tools. Terror in the Third Dimension, starring Batgirl and Supergirl and Dracula. With Dracula King of the Vampires and Dracula Prince of Darkness. Are they not the same person? Interesting. It's a cool cover anyway. Pair of 3D glasses up the top there. It's like they're going to the pictures or something. Dean. Quite a cool cover, that one. Interesting art style. 16. I'm guessing that's the same person drew that one. Just something about the style looks the same. Right, this is a nice white one. Splat, sort of makes them stand out. Her body looks a bit misshapen to me in that one for some reason. Like her leg doesn't look like it's quite right there. But what do I know? What do I know about women's anatomy? Right. Drawing the line at $2.99. It's $3.99 now, isn't it? The comics, they've gone up a whole $1. Yeah. Crazy how much comics cost nowadays. Unfortunately, I can't afford to buy them anymore. So all I'm doing is buying a few back issues and showing off my my old comics. But that should get a lot of videos anyway, because I've got plenty of old comics to be showing off. And I am trying to pick up a few. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to fill a couple of gaps that I've noticed in my collection, and seeing if I can pick up some like early bronzes kind of thing. But we'll see how it goes. So that's 2 years. 2 years this book run for, and it went up to October 2011, which of course is when the new 52 was launched, I believe. Right, next on the pile we've got this 8-parter, Reign in Hell. The ultimate battle for control. Burn in hell, rage in hell, reign in hell. All mystics must pick sides in an unholy war. Keith Giffen. So, Demon versus Blue Devil. My money's on Demon. My money's on Demon. He's got the viciousness that Blue Devil hasn't. I think this is not Justice League Dark, because it predates that. It's a Shadow Pact, I think. I think this is the Shadow Pact team, obviously going into hell for some reason. We've got Creeper there. Nightshade, is that her name? Ragman. Dr. Fate at the back there. Enchantress. But it looks like they've got a massive horde of enemies surrounding them, as you'd expect in hell. I don't know who that guy is, but he's seen better days. Not Lucifer Morningstar, is it? Satanus reigns supreme. In the grip of Satanus. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Okay, this next one I believe was quite controversial. A lot of people thought it was pretty bad. I seem to recall Batman acting like a complete jerk. Issues taking months to come out, that kind of thing. Frank Miller and Jim Lee, Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. Awesome artwork, lovely covers. I take it those are Jim Lee covers, I'm guessing. Maybe not though, because this says Alex Sinclair. No, Frank Miller, Jim Lee. Oh, they're just other two people who are doing work on the book. So, but I'm assuming they're Jim Lee covers anyway. It's a nice one. There you go. Can't remember if this was an Elseworld story or not, or whether it was supposed to have been in proper continuity or not, this story. See a heavily tattooed Joker there. Sure that's not been in... that can't be canon, surely. Number 9. Right, and then the last one I have is this number 10. I don't know if it finished. Let's have a quick look at the end. Oh, it says to be continued. But did it ever get continued, this story? I don't think there was a Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder 11, because I didn't stop collecting it as far as I know. When was this book? Trying to see the date. It just says August. Can't see the year there. It's unusual, because normally the year will be down here somewhere. They might date in a year. Don't seem to have them. I wonder if it's because they were taking so long to come out that they weren't bothered putting the date on them anymore. I wonder if that's a possibility, because all the other comics books have got dates on them there. Yeah, but I think that one was notorious for being late. Right, now we have Firestorm. Jason Rush Firestorm, I believe. I think Professor Steen was the other man of the Firestorm Matrix still in this one. Because obviously, was it Ronnie Raymond got killed by Deathstroke? Rather annoyingly. I'm not sure who Firestorm is nowadays, with Rebirth and all that. But I know it carried on with Jason Rush in the New 52. Look, here lies Ronnie Raymond, Identity Crisis tie-in. That must be where he got killed then. He must have got killed just after that, possibly. Burn, Bloodhound, burn. Faster, pussycat, chill, chill. Hey, don't worry, kid, the original Firestorm is back. Yeah, I don't like the way his head looks, actually. It's like that V on it for his head, and I much prefer Ronnie Raymond's look. Fusion Confusion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ronnie Raymond doesn't stick around for long. I can't remember if he's totally dead or what. I think he must be totally dead. Death is never death in comics though, is it? It's probably something like Flash with the Speed Force. He's probably trapped in the nuclear matrix or something like that. He's still alive in there. His mind is still alive in the nuclear matrix, maybe. The world's #1 nuclear-powered hero. I wonder who #2 is. Is there even a second nuclear-powered hero? One has to wonder. I like the logo with the little nuclear fusion kind of sign over the O. I think at one point he merges with his girlfriend. What's her name? Begins with a G. Something biblical. Gehenna, is it? Yeah, I think his girlfriend's name is Gehenna. I couldn't quite work out why she's called Gehenna. Is that Place of Skulls? No, it's Golgotha is Place of Skulls, isn't it? I'm not too sure. Gehenna is one of the levels of hell, isn't it? I'm not too sure. Guest starring Donna Troy. Infinite Crisis is here. It's one crisis after another. Infinite Crisis crossover. Lost in Space with Animal Man. Death of a Nuclear Man. Oh, there seems to be a lot of nuclear men there. It looks like Jason Rush is dead and Ronnie Raymond's holding in his arms. Building a better Nuclear Man. Yep, 1 year later. He's still kicking. Like he's fighting Killer Frost again here. Is that Killer Frost and Firebird, is it? Freezer Burn. Now he's fighting Mr. Freeze. I can't believe it. A video a little while ago, I watched it back. I couldn't remember Mr. Freeze's name, and I said, "Oh, I know his name's Victor Freeze, but what's his super villain name?" And I couldn't remember that Victor Freeze became Mr. Freeze. It's a real hard leap to go from. Well, it's kind of like Freeze, but Fries kind of is his name. Victor Fries is right. That's kind of written. But how I couldn't work out that from Victor Freeze, his name's Mr. Freeze is. Sometimes I watch back on my videos, and you make such silly little blinking brain slips about the most simple things. One of the things I've been doing a lot recently is calling Carol Ferris from Green Lantern Carol Danvers. Completely different company, for God's sake. And that's kind of more annoying because I know Carol Ferris more than I know Carol Danvers. Because I've read a lot more Green Lantern with Carol. I mean, I used to love Carol Ferris back in the day. I always wanted them to get together. So I always wanted the superheroes to be lucky in love when I was a kid. I was always like, oh, why can't the path of true love run smoothly for my heroes? They deserve to be happy with a lovely woman. I always used to think like that as a kid. I used to like Carol Ferris. She was a tough lady, mostly anyway. But yeah, of course, she had her problems. What with being possessed by the Sapphire, Star Sapphire, and then later on by Predator, who was a really cool character. I can't remember where I was going with that conversation now. Yeah, but I know her a lot better than I know Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. So I don't know why I keep thinking Carol Danvers instead of Carol Ferris. Right, we've got the New 52 Firestorm the Nuclear Man. It was changed to the Fury of Firestorm the Nuclear Man. We seem to have 3 different Firestorms on that cover. Is one of them Ronnie Raymond? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think they did actually. I think Ronnie and Jason became the new Matrix for... And was there 2 Firestorms for a while at that point? Yeah, I think there possibly was actually. I'd much rather there be 2 Firestorms and have, one of my old favourites killed off. But it did seem to be the way with DC. They'd kill off a hero and have him replaced with, someone with the same powers. And, yeah, still like the character. But, I'd rather than not kill off the heroes. I don't want them to kill off the new guy either, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with the new guys. The new guys are all cool. But, just don't take away our old guys, Make it a legacy bloody character and have it, you know, if you've got to retire them for some reason. You know, you could have an injury, but you don't need to kill them off. Yeah, it gets on my nerves, that does. Seems to be a whole clutch of them, like, killing off the characters that I like, just to replace them with a new person in the same role. You know, it's not tiresome, is it tiresome? Maybe it's tiresome. It's annoying, I know that. Bow before Raksashi, India's nuclear woman. Raksashi is a demon, a Hindu, from the Hindu pantheon, isn't it? The Raksashi. Is that a tear in that one? Oh no, is it a bit of lightning? No, it's not a bloody bit of lightning, is it? Of course it isn't. We'll go over the blinking barcode. No, it's a tear. It's a blooming tear. What a pain. Never mind, that book's probably not worth more than twopence anyway. So, but it's just the fact it's my book and it's got a tear in it. I'm not happy. All right, number 12, and then they threw us a nice curveball by suddenly banging in a 0. I can't remember why they did a 0. Is this when the New 52 started or something? Did they have a year of it not being really the New 52 and then they had a 0 and just rebooted the 52 or something? I'm not too sure, can't remember how it happened now. I know that not long after this is when I stopped buying. I stopped buying comics altogether for various reasons. If they can't work together, the universe dies. They'll manage. They'll manage to work together. Death at the hands of Captain Atom. Surprising Captain Atom and Firestorm don't meet up a lot more actually, because they have got a very similar kind of skill set, haven't they? Sort of similar kind of look in a way, and yeah, just the way their powers are. Surprised they're not like teammates a lot more regularly. Right, and then the Fury of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man, number 16, and that is all I got. That is, March 2013. Yeah, I did stop it in 2013. Yeah, I knew that. I don't know why I'm getting all confused about that for. Yeah, March 2013. And unfortunately, for various reasons, is when I stopped buying comic books. A lot of it to do with money, of course. Okay, we've got a little 4-part team up. Catwoman and Wildcat. And the rest of today's count is going to be all Catwoman, I think. Got a couple of piles of Catwoman comics to go through. I think it's all one. I think it might be. No, I think it's 2 different runs actually. 2 different volumes of Catwoman comic. I'm assuming volume 1 and volume 2. Because I don't think she had any Catwoman solo books before that time. There we go. She was a villainess for a long while before they decided she was good enough to be given her own comic book. Either that, or they stopped caring that villains are popular. Unfortunately, people like to see books about villains nowadays. Is that a sign of our times or something? Okay, this is from 1993. When she's bad, she's very, very bad. Catwoman. A classic Catwoman costume there, the purple one with the long thigh-high boots and the whip. She'll make them wish they were never born. Some people are dumb enough to get in her way. Catwoman. Kicking butt. Oh, she's got claws on her toes there. That wasn't a thing that was around for long, was it? I don't remember there being claws on her toes before. They'll never take her alive! Catwoman number 4. Still from 93. Nobody messes with her friends. Catwoman. And then we had number 6, a Night Quest The Search crossover. There we see Azrael at the background there. He wouldn't have any special kind of relationship or understanding with Catwoman. As far as he'd be concerned, she was a criminal. He'd probably give her a good beating, if he could. And it looks like he's trying to give her a beating just there. Because, of course, with Azrael, there is only black and white, isn't there? There's no shades of grey like there would be with most people. He would be like, you're a villain. I don't care the fact that you've been a help at times and positively heroic at other times. You're a villain and that's it. But yeah, and she's fighting someone called Zephyr here. Presenting Zephyr, just what Selina needs. No one steals her thunder. I thought they was carried on from each other, those 2 quotes, but they don't. They can cage her, but they can't stop her. Catwoman. Quite like these little titles above the logo. It's bad enough when the enemy's human. Catwoman. What is she fighting there? It looks a little bit like Creeper's face. Creeper's hair colour and skin colour, but it's not a costume that Creeper's ever worn before. But he has definitely got that Creeper look going for him. Night's End. Once again, she's tangling with Azrael Bat. Well, it's Batman, but Azbat, whatever they were calling him, because it was Azrael after Bruce got his back broken by Bane. Night's End aftermath. Zero Hour. And then we have Zero, Catwoman Zero. I can't remember what happened in the 0 Hour thing. Some kind of time thing, wasn't it? Was 0 Hour, was it like showing their origins again or something like that? I can't really remember. I remember there was a 0 Hour, but I haven't, for the life of me, can't remember what 0 Hour was all about. If I remember, I'll put that in the blog. Check out the blog, the link's down below, where I go into more details about some of the books and post up some of the covers there as well. Yeah. Number 18. Cat File 4. Looks like she's getting married. Didn't she nearly marry Batman recently, but it didn't take? I never actually read the issue, but I got the feeling she did a runner at the altar or something like that. Selina Kyle. It's quite a chunky one, that one. It feels like a thicker paper stock or something. Someone means her some harm by the looks of it. Having a sword fight there. Number 24. We've got up to 1995 now. Right, here's a nice chunky looking number 25. Looks like she's the Cyber Rat's there, isn't it, in the background? That woman, her name Razor or something, she was bitten in the neck by one of the parasites from space in the Bloodlines annuals. Rats. Come on, Catwoman, you can't be scared of a few rats. you should be able to just, you know, play with them a bit and then leave them under the bed for your master to find. No, she's not that kind of cat, is she? Right, Gula Grodd now. Yeah, that cannot be a good position. She's going to get eaten, basically, by Gula Grodd. Not sure who that team is she's with there. Oh, is it Cat and Mouse? Are two of them Cat and Mouse? Who's the guy with a squirrel? There's a guy with a squirrel as well. I get a feeling the lady is Mouse, and one of the other guys is called Cat. But I'm not sure who the other guy is though. Okay, 30. $31. Contagion, that's one of Ra's al Ghul's fiendish plots, wasn't it? To wipe out half of civilization using poison gas of some sort, or a bio agent of some sort. He tried to set it off in Gotham. Catwoman versus that guy we saw in was it Mad Dog? I think he's called Mad Dog, that guy. No, he's not Mad Dog, it's Hellhound. No, yeah, I don't know, I was thinking Mad Dog. Then I realised it wasn't Mad Dog, because I remember there's a Japanese heavy metal band, speed metal band called Hellhound. And I remembered that it was named after a metal band. I just, from there I had to work out what metal band it was. Yeah, so Hellhound. I've gone past it now, then I'm still going on about it. Yeah, she's fighting that Hellhound again there in the desert. If you're a headbanger, I know I've got a few headbangers who watch my videos, and you don't know the Japanese band Hellhound, check them out, they're really cool. I like them very much. Okay, looks like she's fighting Cheetah there, maybe. Catwoman Year 2, Part 1 of 3. Where's Catwoman Year 1 then? I don't know. Must have been in a previous comic run of some sort. I don't remember off the top of my head though. Gotham, City of the Dead. This is leading up to No Man's Land, I believe. Introducing Cybercat. And now, She-Cat. This has got some horrible blinking curves in it, this one. It's been really weirdly blinking creased. Don't know how the heck that happened. Oh well. Mysteries. Looks like she's fighting that She-Cat and Cybercat at the same time. Nine Deaths of the Cat. Catwoman. Jim Ballant is that cover. It reminds me of a old Batman one, the Many Deaths of Batman. Is it the same artist who did that art? Something about the skeletoid, like costume covered skeletons. Reminds me of an old Batman cover. I wonder if it was a homage to that old cover. Maybe. Looks like Two-Face has teamed up with that She-Cat now. Selina joins Spider. Bad move. Yeah, was this a team of spider-like assassins or something? A bit like the Marvel Comics Serpent Society, but it's like a spider society instead. Right. Celebrating 50 issues, Catwoman, enter a new feline fury. She looks like she's taken on Cybercat's blinking costume there. But that didn't last because the next issue she's back in her old costume being stalked by the Huntress. Another badly creased up cover. What the hell happened to these? Look at the creasing and damage on that one. No idea how that occurred. Oh well. Number 53. He's cozying up with some fella who has skulls in his bag and looks like scratches on his face. Has she done those? The diamond that wouldn't stay stolen. 1 of 1. Another 1 of 1. That was a bit strange. They bothered to put 1 of 1 on a comic book. I don't know. Right, then we have the Cataclysm. This is where the earthquake starts, isn't it? And then we have No Man's Land soon afterwards. Cataclysm, she's in the clutches of Poison Ivy. And now, Scarecrow has returned. Just what you need. Alright. Vengeance of the Scarecrow. Not sure why it's got a wizard logo at the bottom there. Is that on the sleeve or is that on the comic book? Don't know. Yeah, a wizard logo was actually on the sleeve. It wasn't on the book at all because it was something called an Ultra Pro envelope, that one. I don't know where I got that from. Ultra Pro, acid free, made in USA. Very high quality looking. I've only got one of those. I dare say the sleeve is probably more expensive than the actual comic book. Right. The Scarecrow's Final Terror. This looks like a job for Catwoman. But is she going to stop a bank from being robbed or is she going to rob it herself? Here she joins up with Nemesis. Doesn't he adopt... Is he a bit like the Human Target? Can he change his look? Or am I getting confused? I'm not too sure. Right, anyway, here's Catwoman. 1 million. That's It's a long, long, long way in the future. Catwoman. He'd just better not say she'll get a bang out of this. There you go. Matching colourings, Catwoman and Joker. Here she is again. She's going full Joker mode. Harley Quinn will be jealous that she's making a play at her man. Just thinking she'd be the Cheshire Cat, wouldn't she? If she became Jokerized, she'd become the Cheshire Cat. You know, just smiling all the time, a big grin, like the Cheshire Cat does. Yep, a bit of robbery going on there by the looks of it. Faster, pussycat, die, die. Strikes me as a very dangerous encounter. Surely they wouldn't be standing on top of the Statue of Liberty's head like that when none of them can fly. From the trickster with love, Catwoman meets her match. And what's happening there? Catwoman stalks Selina Kyle? How strange. Selina Kyle, rest in peace. And then we have No Man's Land. A funny thing happened on the way back to Gotham. Okay, Catwoman's greatest foes, Hard Cases Inc. Somebody's beating her there. Breaking into Gotham the hard way. Compromising positions. He's sitting on Penguin's lap. Penguin's just a big bird and she's a cat. She can soon pluck his feathers. Right, now, I've been thinking about this for a while, looking at these books, and I know a lot of people do complain about this kind of thing, about the unnatural body sizes of people, and I've got to say, she has enormous boobs for the rest of her body. Just thinking about it, as I'm going through all these, it's like they just seem unnaturally large for the otherwise athletic build that she has. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have bothered me when I was younger. Probably the bigger the boobs, the better when I was a younger reader. But now looking at it now, they're just like, it's like her boobs are almost as big as her body. I don't know. They seem more natural in that picture. Let's not go through all of them now. But yeah, this again, you know, this artist has done them more representative of reality, I think. Now I've said this, they're probably all going to look normal now, and I'm going to come across as a pervert. Okay, some kind of ghost. Yeah, I think there we're going into yeah, territory again. Right. Harley Quinn's in the house. What's she up to? Looks like she's teaming up with Catwoman to take on Jim Gordon. What's Catwoman got against Jim Gordon? Is that Catwoman there? With a different hairstyle? She has been known to change her hair. Yeah, possibly. Because here's another character with short hair, which I'm assuming is Catwoman. Just looking a bit different. And then we're back to that costume again. And then we're back to that costume again. Okay. Yeah, thinking about it, the tail, yeah, that couldn't have been much point to her having a tail on her costume, really, could there? Other than aesthetically. Right, this is coming towards the end of this run now. This issue, Batman doesn't die! Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for TV the way it ought to be. Officer Down. Will her first revenge lead to murder? She's not the one who puts him down, is she? That's not Gordon though, is it? I don't think that's Gordon. Okay, Catwoman Night 2, The End of the Illusion. Is there two Catwomen then? Was there a time when somebody else thought there was Catwoman? Oh, I'm not too sure here. This is an interesting... So you got one, the new costume looking Catwoman and the old costume looking Catwoman seem to be in slight turmoil. Oh look, at the end of the charade. Was her sister who emerged pretending to be Catwoman for a while? Because she had a sister, didn't she, who became mentally unhinged after she and her husband were tortured by Black Mask, and her husband was forced to eat his own eyeballs by Black Mask, if I recall. Yeah, not happy days in comics, those ones. So that ran for about 8 years, that run, 94 books, and we got 4 annuals, at least I've got 4 annuals from that time. There may be some other annuals elsewhere in my collection. Another little turn corner there. Surprising, you don't think you got cover damage on your books, and you come to look at them and you do have little nicks, and that's why it's so hard to have these 9.8s and whatever is. Because my books, like, I put them away pretty regular, and don't get them out all the time, and they still seem to have a few nicks and creases along the way somehow. There's that Hellhound again there. Legends of the Dead Earth. And the Pulp Heroes. I Married a Mummy. Tales of the Unexpected. That's annual number 4 from 1997. Okay, we'll move on to another Catwoman run. This one starting January 2002. Brubaker and is it Darwin Cook? Ed Brubaker and Art Darwin Cook, I believe. I think that's Darwin Cook covers. Good style to them. Bit of action, bit of leather. I don't know, just something kind of like interesting about those covers. I can't really say what it is, but they have action. They've got, I don't know, they're just nice. Bit of yeah, can't say action again, but they just look vivid and lively. How's that for words that might make sense? Number 5. It's a funny looking one actually. She looks different. Number 6. So quite a nice Catwoman logo. I don't know, just in the one corner there. 7. Look at that stain. And a nice white background. There's a bloody stain there. 8. Interesting cover, that one. 9. 10. Weird little style, that one. 11. Alright, then we've got a Catwoman Secret Files and Origins number 1 from November 2002. It's quite an interesting cover. And again, good looking Selina Kyle there. Bit of red eye going on. I think that's Selina's friend, isn't it? Holly, I think her name is. Okay, that thing doesn't look too healthy. This looks pretty well wrapped up there and about to be tortured. Is that Slam Bradley there on the right? It's like a private eye, isn't he? I think he predates Batman in the Detective Comics. I think he was like in Detective Comics, I don't know, 25 or something like that. I'm not too sure. If I remember, I'll look it up and write it in the blog. It might not even be Slam Bradley, but he looks a bit like it to me. 18. I think that's Holly ripping up the costume. Little quotes on the top of the comics from various people in the industry saying what they like about the this Catwoman run. It's interesting. You don't see that really on comic books much. There she's fighting Captain Cold. I think that is Slam Bradley. Batman's giving him a good punching. It's not very good. And he's a tough old cookie, Slam Bradley, but you know, Batman, you're a trained blinking martial artist. You shouldn't be punching him like that. Another glowing review here. To put it simply, this is the best title coming out of DC, and that's from silverbulletcomics.com. It's a badass looking cover. Something pulp magazine looking about that one somehow. Just to my mind anyway. Okay, number 26. Another pretty cool cover. Batman and Catwoman. Looking a bit snuggly wobbly there. And the quotes of the last couple have been like quotes from the actual book themselves rather than review quotes. And then they've gone completely with this one. We've got a nice black cover with just a bit of white for to bring out the picture. A little bit of red as well, tiny little blob of red. Now this is confusing me again, like I had before, a recent one I went through, finding books that have got price tags on them. But I bought all these from one comic shop. My regular comic shop provided me these comics, so I don't understand why I'm seeing every now and again like price tags on books that I'm sure I bought from this comic shop regularly. So it's really confusing to me, that is. Catwoman 30, another one with a price tag on it. Let's have a quick look at that one. Forbidden Planet Edinburgh. It's on sale for 50p. I didn't go to Edinburgh and buy this book. I bought this book every month from my comic book shop. Why have they got price tags on them? I didn't buy them on eBay or anything like that. I bought them as they came out. It really doesn't. Really, some strange, mysterious stuff goes on with my comic books. My comic book shop couldn't have been buying them from other comic book shops and then selling them to me. Why didn't I notice them price labels on them when I bought them at the time and read them? Why didn't I not look at them and go, where the hell has this come from? It's very confusing. It's like a mystery from the past now that I'm never going to know. Right, this is War Games. Came in various acts, didn't it? There's Act 3. So she's been part 7 of 8 of all the different 3 acts so far. So I'm assuming it must have crossed over 8 books, did it? I suppose with all the different back titles, I suppose it's possible that it ran over 8 different books with Batgirl and Batman and Robin. Maybe was that a separate title at the time? Did it run over into Legends of the Dark Knight? And yeah, I'm not too sure, but it obviously must have been at least 8 Bat books going, at that time. The Bat family have always comprised a fair old portion of the DC monthly outlet. Outlet? Is that the right word? No, I don't think it is. Output, that's the word, output. It's like a Swiss Army man, this guy. All different contraptions coming off him. Swiss Army knife man made out of wood. 42, dog pile. Ouch. Hope she's got lots of padding in that costume. It's a good action one. There's something about the red sky and her leaping across the rooftops. There she is, sneaking to some kind of laboratory. Oh, hello. What's going on in this one? She's getting grabbed from behind from a Batman-looking person, but she doesn't look very happy. Is there some blood there? Is there some blood there on the face mask? Not good. Number 46. Number 47. Someone's playing a video game. Catwoman video game, and Catwoman's leapt out in front of them. Number 48. Nice cover, that one. On the rooftops, lurking in the shadows. $49. That's another nice one. $50. The logo's made up of neon, like it's a neon sign, and then we got a signpost here advertising Zatanna at the Egyptian theatre and the witcheries of the ethereal. Your mind is an open book to her. Also, Scaramouche and his Dark Cabinet of Seances. So cool. I wonder if Zatanna was actually in that issue. It's just kind of quite fun to have that poster, even if she's not in the book. It gives a bit of like reality to the whole of the various ongoing DC universe kind of thing. To see like a little advert like that. Nasty. Looks like she's in a heck of a fight here. Is that Black Mask? Is that the Black Mask's face reflected in her glasses there, in her goggles? Yeah, he's a bastard. Hopefully she's taking him down. I just noticed there's the little R down there, and there was a similar R in a little one a few issues back when she landed on someone's coffee table. Oh no, it was in the last batch that I was going through. That's a shame. I wanted to go back over that. Oh no, here it is. Exactly the same. I wonder if that's actually maybe the artist's signature. Is there an artist who has initials of AH who did the covers of both of those books, and that's why he signed it, but made it look like an exclamation? That's a possibility, I suppose. Right, number 53. He's about to step off into the unknown there. Don't do it, Catwoman! So that last one was 1 year later, I think. Oh, I'm going in the wrong order here, hold on. There you go, yeah. And it's still 1 year later now, number 54. Started taking books out from the wrong order. Oh, that's someone's teeth on the floor there. Ouch. Look, there's R again, look, R. AH. And there, AH. So that's got to be the artist's signature, hasn't it? Yeah, AH stands for Adam Hughes. Dare say, most of you probably knew that. I don't remember ever seeing that before. AH. It's quite fun though. He's made his initials, his signature, so to speak, look like a little exclamation. Ah! Adam Hughes. It's not a name I've heard people mention, so maybe he hasn't had a long career, or maybe he didn't do an awful lot of comic book art. I don't see why not though. He's a good artist. Maybe he went on to doing other things, or maybe he has been doing lots of other things but not signing it the same way. Yeah. I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to artists most of the time. I've never really been one to observe, to look to see who was doing what in a comic book. There's a few artists I recognise, but mostly I buy the comic book and read the story. And I wouldn't sort of think to myself, oh, I wonder who wrote this. Occasionally I might do. If I sort of read a story, I thought that was really good, I might have a look to see who'd written it. But normally I just read the story, went on to the next comic book. Never really sort of pondered about who wrote it and who drew it. Number 62. There seems to be a baby. Did they make Catwoman have a baby at one point? Oh, God. Or have a baby to look after? There seems to ring a bell. I kind of recall there being a baby at some point in one of the comics, actually, now that I think about it. I can't remember if it was her baby or her sister's baby, but I just suddenly, in my head, seem to be recalling something to do with a baby. I'd have to probably read the books again to work it out. I think this was a brother and sister team from Russia. Hammer and sickle. Is Adam Hughes again. Yeah, I won't bother with the accent anymore, seeing as that was really pathetic. Alright, nearly at the end now. Catwoman 69. She's looking, and is that Batman's computer? Is she helping Batman out at this time? Looking at all the villains in the gallery and thinking, Jesus Christ, how does Batman do it? It's doing my head in. Right, Amazon's attack tie-in. Nice black and red there. Black costume, red background. Okay. Hell. She's setting fire to something. Maybe she's leaving in one place and making a new start somewhere else, and she's dropping off a load of rubbish to clear it out of the way when she goes. Zatanna again, by the looks of it. Nice action shot. She looks angry there. Looks angry and determined. She's not meowing there. She's not purring. She's hissing. As she launches herself. That's a good one. I like that one. You look at it, so you're getting it from her point of view, her hands from her point of view, then you're getting a reflection in the mirror that she's moving out of the way of this safe, and you can see her shadow as well. So you've got her shadow making that part of the picture, you've got her own hands from her own viewpoint, and then you've got the reflection in the mirror from her viewpoint as well, and you've got safe behind it. That's a really nice picture, that. That's really, that's R again, look. Look what a lovely picture I've made, he's saying to himself. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a real cool cover, that one. Deserves to be iconic, that one, definitely. Anyway, just like the way that's all put together. Give that man a big pat on the back. Or, no, his name's Adam, so it must be a man. Right, Catwoman again. Some weird vortexes going on there. Even the logo's being flying away from the corner of the comic book. Run, Catwoman, run! Looks like she's being chased down by some of Batman's rogues gallery. We've reached the end, the last little package of books. Here she's getting absolutely vicious against Cheetah. I mean, bear in mind that Cheetah fights Wonder Woman, who has got super strength. You'd think that Catwoman wouldn't have a chance. I mean, has Cheetah got super strength as well? Or has she just got speed and viciousness on her side? I mean, I'm sure she's got super levels of agility, so she should be faster, really, than Catwoman. So is Catwoman countering by being extra vicious? Look at that, she's biting her bloody lip. Yow, that is damn right blinking down and dirty, that one is. Nasty. Number 79, look at all that neon. Yeah, baby. Extortion. Drugs. Scandal. Sex 24/7. Looks like Catwoman's got herself some new jewellery. A nice new necklace with a great big gem on the end of it. Catwoman 81. We're coming up to 2008 now. There we are. Was there another run of comic books before the New 52 or after the New 52? And this is it anyway. Number 82. End of the line. End of the story. Adam Hughes again. And yeah, okay, I'm going to try and remember that R, see if there's any more R's in any of the other comics that I look through later on. Maybe I'll recognise his art next time I see it. Not necessarily for the art, but just for the signature at least. Anyway, that's it then. I'm not too sure if any... I don't think I've got any more Catwoman comics, to be honest. I'm not sure if she was in the New 52. Yeah, apparently she's got quite a good run going at the moment, so I've heard. I've seen a lot of people posting up the very sexy variant covers that have been going around of Catwoman. But so I haven't bought any, I can't afford to buy any. So there you go. Just have to have fun looking at my old comics instead. So anyway, I hope you've had fun, at least been interested in looking through these books. I'm back on Friday going through a couple of my birthday books in more depth. And then next Wednesday I'll be back here again. It's right at the end of the video. This is really not important. I'm going to centre it. It probably should have been a bit more centred the whole time I was doing this video. But never mind. Yeah. Bye, basically. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already.